Hello again everybody and welcome back to Will Does Magic. My name is Will. I hope you're all having a magical day and also Happy New Year guys. I did not post a video this previous Monday because I was lazy honestly. Didn't have one prepared that I wanted to, and the one I wanted to post had been so much out of date that I felt like it's not appropriate to post something that I made months ago just to kind of post something to you guys. So I want to keep things real. I'm sorry for not posting. But I've decided that my New Year's resolution this year is going to be to try and post every single week. That is through holidays, through summers, through more stressful times in life and not. Just to keep you guys engaged all the time and give you new magic you can learn every single day. So I'm going to try to post once a week for the whole year. If that happens, I would wish that you guys gave this video a huge like for it. And also if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And also let me know what New Year's resolutions you guys have, especially if there's something special in Magic where you guys decide to make a promise of. So please let me know down in the comments. And without further ado, I'm going to keep going with the self-working card tricks. And today I've got a seriously killer effect. So stay tuned for the tutorial after performance. But for now, let's get into it. So for this trick guys, all I need is a deck of cards. Now I'm going to have you select any two cards, but we're going to do it in a special way. So I'm going to dribble down the cards like this, and you're going to say stop wherever you like. So I'm going to have them, and let's say you say stop right there. Clean cut. I want you to take a look at these two cards, all right? And I want you to remember them. Now, usually if you're two spectators, you can have one people remembering the first card and the second one remembering the other card. I'm going to put them up on the screen, guys, for you to see. But those are the two cards I want you to remember. Now, we're going to put them back in the same place that they were and give the deck a quick cut. Now, so far nobody knows where your card are, or you only know what your card are. So we're gonna deal the cards into 4 piles. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna do this through the whole deck. Now, the point of this is that I'm gonna try and find both of your cards in a very specific way. Now, we're going to try and mix up these cards as much as possible so you know that there's no way I can know which pile or where they are. So we're going to go ahead and mix these 2 piles up like that, and we're going to go ahead and mix these 2 piles up like that, and then we're going to make it even harder. So I'm going to flip one of these decks over and we're going to mix both of these up like that. Now you could have picked any 2 cards, right? So what cards were there? Were a black and a red card. Was that a 9 of clubs, 6 of diamonds? Am I right of that? I still got it on the screen because I haven't seen it, but I think that's what I remember. So if we spread through the cards here, you're going to see that all the black cards, except for one, are facing up. That was the 6 of diamonds. Now, if we take this deck, we turn around and we do the same thing, you're going to see that all the red cards are facing up except for one, which hopefully was your other selected card, the 9 of clubs. Now that was the trick guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's get into the tutorial of this trick. So guys, as I said, this trick is a killer effect, but it does require a bit of a harsh setup actually. What you want to do is that you want to place the whole deck, and I mean the whole deck, in alternating black and red order. So this is going to take a while when you are setting it up, which is why I suggest you either do this as a opener for a trick or you have a spare deck on hand, because you don't want to do this mid-performance. It's going to take too much time and it's going to create too much too much curiosity for the spectators. They're going to wonder what's going on. You're not going to get that fluidity in your performance. So use it as an opener or have a spare deck on hand. The trick itself is pretty easy. You're going to have them, first of all, alternating red and black the whole way. Now that is the key to the whole trick. You're going to have them select or say stop at any point in the deck. You can either give the deck a couple of cuts beforehand, but I like to use the dribble shuffle or the dribble, so they say stop wherever they like. Here's the key point of the trick pretty much. You pick up where they say stop and you take off the top 2 cards by reversing that order. So you take the first card, put it under the second. Now what that does is that reverses the order in which the cards were picked out from the deck. So to say stop, pick up the first card, second card, show them to the spectator. Now you'll see that they are reversed from the rest of the deck, which is the key point when you're placing down the cards later on. But for now, they say stop, reverse the order, show them the cards. You place them back at the same place that they were gotten from, and you place the rest of the deck back. So far, the trick looks completely normal. You've only picked 2 cards out of the deck. They got to say stop. You've done no sleight of hand. You've done nothing at all to kind of impact the deck. But what you actually done is you reverse that order, so now the red cards are going to be all red except for 1 black, and vice versa on the red cards and black. So you can give the deck a couple cuts down as well if you want. And then you're going to say, all right, we're going to place the cards down in 4 piles. Now you want to keep track of how you're placing down the cards. So you're going to name pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Now, you don't have to place them down in that exact order. You could have placed 1, 2, 3, 4. But the main thing is that you want to remember which piles have which numbers. Because what you're going to see is when we've dealt down all the cards here, you're going to shuffle together 2 of these piles. And that's going to be pile number 1 and pile number 3, and pile number 2 and pile number 4. That's the main point. So if I got pile number 1 and pile number 3 here, if I turn these over, you're going to see that they're all reds except for their chosen card. Now this just happened to be on the bottom. Doesn't really matter because they're not going to see it. But as you can see, all the other cards are red. So pile number 1 and pile number 3 get shuffled together. If you want, you can give the deck a couple extra cuts or a couple extra shuffles because you know that all of these are going to be red. Same thing goes for pile number 2 and 4. All these are going to be the black cards. Now, as I said, we got their card on the bottom. They're not going to see it, so it doesn't matter. But you're going to shuffle these 2 together. You can do the same thing, give them an extra couple shuffles. You can even have the spectator shuffle the cards as long as they're not showing the face of the cards. Now you're going to pick one of these piles, turn it over, and now you want to do a tight riffle shuffle or a tight on the board shuffle. You don't want to have it open like this because then it's going to flash all those black cards in one. You want to keep it tight, just the corners getting together, square the cards up and say that, all right, we picked 2 cards out of the whole deck. And then you have them reveal what cards they were. So let's say we start with the, I believe, Jack of, you know what, we'll just spread out the cards. Because when you spread out the cards, you're going to see that all the black cards are face up, except for 1, and it's a red. And that was spectator number 1's card. And then you square the deck up, you flip it over, and you do the same thing. You spread them out the other way, and then you're going to see that other Jack of Spades. Now that is the trick, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on the video and comment on what you guys want to see next. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If it's the first time you're seeing me, I'm posting every week this year, hopefully. That's my New Year's resolution as well. Also, I got a comment about saying giving credit to whoever's made the trick up. And I'll be honest, guys, I do try to give credit to people if I know it's an original trick. However, in the community right now and over the past years, people are just taking inspiration and tricks from each other, and it's really hard to get the original founder and original creator of tricks to kind of know who the actual creator was and give them this exact credit. So I don't like to give credit to certain people because they might have taken it from somebody else, if that makes sense. If I know somebody or I know that somebody has done an original trick, I'll definitely give credit to them. But in cases like this where self-working card tricks that's been going around for years and years, I'm probably not going to give credit to whoever I saw it from because I just feel like that makes it unfair to everybody else. And I don't expect anybody to give credit to my videos if they see it and try to repost it unless it's an original. If it's an original trick and I see it and I see somebody else that hasn't given credit to me, I'll probably be upset too. But for simple tricks like this, I'm not going to try and give out a shout out to everybody else because it's going to just make a whole list of nothing pretty much. So just want to give you that because I saw a couple comments on it. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all be having a magical day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.